Hello, dear class 7 students. Welcome back to our science class. Today we'll discuss about lesson 5, and the name of the lesson is acid, bases, and salt. So you can all turn to page 49 to 57. Okay, 49 to 57, 57. Now, students, in this chapter, we'll learn about what is acid, what is base, and what are salts. So we are all surrounded with many substances, right? We're surrounded with many substances, and those substances can be either acid, base, or salt. Some of those substances are edible, some are non-edible, some are poisonous, some are non-poisonous, some are harmful, some are less harmful. So we will discuss about all these substances in this chapter. Now, to start this chapter, I will show you some edible substance. Okay, so when I say edible substance, means those which can be eat. Okay, so okay, let's start with lemon. Now, you are all familiar with lemon, right? Now, the next image is tamarind. Okay, tamarind. Now, tamarind, locally we also say imli, right? Imli. Now, here we have common salt, nimok, right? Locally we call it as nimok. So this is very common. Every day we use in kitchen, right? Now the fourth substance is sugar. Now the fifth is vinegar. And the sixth substance that I'll show you is curd. So I have shown you 6 edible substances, right? Now what is common? The common is that all these 6 substances that I've shown you, those are edible. But what about the taste? What about the taste? All the 6 substances that I have shown you, their tastes are different, right? So dear students, substance which are sour in taste, okay? Substance which are sour in taste are called acid. And substances which are bitter in taste are called base. Because in this chapter, we are going to learn about acid, base, and salt. So from here, we know that acids are substances which are sour in taste. Now, here we have lemon and tamarind. Now, they are sour, right? Because it contains acid. Okay? So this lemon and imli, tamarind, they are sour in taste. You know how it feels, right? So they are sour in taste because it contains acid. So acids are those substances which are sour in taste. So their chemical properties is acidic. Okay, their chemical properties is acidic. Now, what about the base? Base. So I've given an example here, baking soda. You are all familiar with baking soda. So the taste here is bitter. Okay? Now, why it is bitter? Because it contains base. Okay? Just like lemon, it was sour because it contains acid. So baking soda, it is bitter in taste because it contains base. And apart from the taste, one very common thing about base is base are soppy to touch. Here's an example. Base are soppy to touch. Now you know how it feels, right? When you wash your hand with soap, it is soppy. So base are soppy to touch. Base are bitter in taste. So soap is an example of base. That means soap is also bitter, right? But you don't have to taste soap. All the substance you don't have to taste, okay? All these substance you don't have to taste. Some are poisonous, some are harmful. some are edible. So soap is also a base, but you don't have to taste. Just by touching we know because it is soapy. So from here, you are clear with what are acids and what are base, right? And now, class 7 students, you are very smart. You can give example of acid as well as base, right? Okay, so students, we have seen substance. I have shown you examples and those were all edible. But in our everyday life, we are surrounded with many things around us. And everything, if we want to find their nature, we cannot always taste, right? The substance around us can be acidic, can be base, can be salt, but we cannot taste all the substance. So students, we have an indicator, okay? We have an indicator, and with the help of this indicator, we will be able to know whether it is a substance is an acidic, a substance is a base, or a substance is a neutral. Okay, so we have a indicator. With the help of this indicator, we will know whether a substance is acidic, base, or neutral. So we don't have to taste all the substance. Okay, so let's see. So here I have given some example of natural indicator. Okay, natural indicator. So when I say natural, these are obtained from nature. Okay, these are obtained from nature. And I'm sure you are familiar with all these three natural indicators. You have a look, okay? You have a look. So these three are an example of natural indicator. So the first one here, it is a litmus paper. Litmus paper. Okay? So you can refer your textbook, okay? You can refer your textbook. This over here, it is a litmus paper. And you all know paper from where do we get? From tree, from plant, right? So it is a natural indicator. And this is very common. Now, what about this flower? We see this flower in our neighborhood, right? This flower here, this beautiful flower here is a China rose. Okay? A China rose. So this is natural, right? Natural indicator. So with the help of this China rose, we can also know whether a substance is acidic or base. Okay? Now, the third here, it is a turmeric powder. Turmeric powder. Now, locally we say it's a haldi powder, right? Haldi powder. So all these are obtained from plant. That's why we say that these are natural indicator. And now let us recall what is indicator. Indicator, with the help of indicator, we will know whether a substance is acidic, base, or they are neutral. Okay? Now, they will change their color in acidic solution or in a basic solution. And with the help of that, we will know. So let's see first about a litmus paper. Okay, litmus paper. So students, this is a litmus paper. And litmus paper, it is extracted. It is extracted from a lichen plant. Okay, or we call it as lichen. Lichen or lichen. Okay, L-I-C-H-E-N. So it is obtained from this plant. It is extracted from this plant. So this is natural, right? And the most common natural indicator, it is litmus paper. Now commonly we find a blue litmus and a red litmus. So this is blue litmus and this is red litmus. Okay? So these are the two common indicators. Okay? Now, students, we also get this litmus paper in the form of a solution. When I say solution, it is in the form of water. Okay? So, do you know how do we check with this litmus paper? How do we check whether a substance is acidic or base? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Now, dear students, over here the solution that we see is an acidic solution. Acidic solution. Now, when I say acidic solution, it can be a lemon juice. A lemon is an acid, right? So it can be a lemon juice. So this can be a lemon juice. At home also you can try. You can try this at home as well. Now here, this is a acidic solution. It can be a lemon juice, or it can be an tamarind juice, or it can be acid, hydrochloric acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, so we can use that as well. But with the help of hydrochloric acid, those are to be performed in school. Okay, in school. At home, you have to try with a lemon solution, or you can try with some acid solution, the common edible. Okay, so when we dip, when we dip a blue litmus in this acidic solution, what happens, students? You can see here, the blue litmus turns red. Okay, in acidic solution, the blue litmus turns to red color. So from here, we know that this is acidic. This solution is acidic. So just now, we don't know, okay? We don't know whether it is acidic or base. But we are dipping, we are putting this blue litmus over here. And if the blue litmus change its color to red, that means this solution is acidic, okay? So students, now you know. If we put a litmus paper, a blue litmus paper in an acidic solution, the blue litmus turns red. So from here, we know it is acidic. Okay, now let's try with a base solution, okay? Now students, we have another solution. This is a basic solution, okay? This is a bitter solution. This is a basic solution. So you can try with baking soda solution, or we can try with a soap solution, okay? A soap solution. Now, so students, when we put a red litmus here in a basic solution, when we put a red litmus paper here in this basic solution, what happens? The red litmus turns to blue litmus. You can see it was red before, but when we dip inside this basic solution, now it has turned, it has changed its color to blue. Okay? So students, from here, now we know how, with the help of litmus paper, we can know whether it is acidic or base. Okay? So I'll show you again. So this is a litmus paper in acidic solution. So in acidic solution, the blue litmus turns red. And here, this is a basic solution. And in basic solution, the red litmus turns blue. So students, now you all got an idea of how this litmus paper works, right? Commonly we have blue litmus and red litmus, right? Okay, so students, next natural indicator. We have a turmeric solution. This is something you can also try at home, because I'm sure everyone at home you have this turmeric powder, haldi powder, right? So I have made two solutions in 2 glasses of water here. So I have a turmeric solution. That means a haldi powder here, and I have mixed with water. Okay? Now, with the help of this, how can we know that a solution is acidic or a solution is a base? Okay, so we have 2 glasses. So in both the glasses, we will put, in first glass, we'll put acidic solution. In second glass, we'll put a basic solution. Okay, let me repeat. Here we have 2 glasses of a turmeric solution. And we will put in each glasses, we'll put one acidic solution, one basic solution. And let's see what change we will observe. Okay? So even right now, if you're watching, you can make this solution as quick. Okay? So students, in the first glass, okay, so this is the first glass and this is the second glass. So in the first glass, I put an acidic solution. Let me repeat. In the first glass, I have put an acidic solution. And in the second glass, I have put a base solution. Okay? Before, it was like this. And in the first glass, I put acidic solution. An acidic solution, I have explained, those are sour in taste. Example, lemon, right? Example, tamarind, curd, right? And in the second glass, I have put a basic solution. When I say basic solution, substances those are bitter in taste are base. So I'm putting a base here. So the changes that we observe is, in acidic solution, it is same. There is no change. But in a base solution, we are seeing a reddish color, right? So example, see, I'll give you a practical example. Suppose in a curry you have an haldi powder. If you mix a haldi powder, and while having, if by mistakenly if you have dripped some haldi, okay, this turmeric solution in your clothes, there will be a stain, right? So now a soap is a base, right? A soap is a base. So when you wash your clothes with a soap, then that yellow color will turn to a red color because the soap is a base. Okay, so students, two natural indicators we have discussed, right? We have discussed about litmus paper and we have discussed how turmeric powder works as an indicator. So now the third natural indicator that we will discuss is China rose. China rose, okay? So we'll do from this China rose petals, okay, petals. It is also known as gudhal, okay, gudhal. So now what we will do is we'll make a solution. We'll put petals here and then we'll add warm water, okay? We'll add warm water here. So now we are making a solution here, and when the solution turns red, then our indicator is ready. We'll see observation, okay? We'll see observation. So students, here, now this is China rose indicator in acidic solution. Acidic solution. So when we put an acid in that indicator, it will turn this color, okay? It will change to this color. Now, when we put a base, in the China rose indicator, then the color will change to green. Okay, the color will change to green. So you can see here, China rose indicator in basic solution, it turns green. What about acidic solution? You can observe the color. Now this is a dark pink, right? So this color, you know, what do we call? Magenta. Okay, we call magenta. So here we have discussed about all the natural indicators. So students, today we have discussed about acid and base, their difference, right? We have discussed about their difference. And the most important thing, we have discussed about many examples of acid and base, right? So the most common difference is acid are sour in taste and base are bitter in taste, right? And we have discussed about indicators. Now these indicators help us to observe whether an substance is acidic or base with the change in color, right? By changing of color. So this indicator also, we have many types. So the first type of indicator we discussed was a natural indicator, that is litmus paper, right? And the second type of natural indicator we discussed was a turmeric solution, right? So in turmeric solution, when we put acid, it was yellow. And when we put a basic solution in turmeric solution, it turns red, right? Now, the third natural indicator we discussed was a China rose petals, right? And when we put acidic solution, it changes to magenta, right? And when we put a basic solution, it turns to green. So students, that is all for today. In the next class, we'll continue with the part 2 for this lesson, okay? In the part 2 lesson, we will discuss about a neutralization reaction. Thank you, students. See you in the next class.